You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Hello, this is Catherine Donovan, and we're going to continue where we left off in Rory Leigh's point of view. Enjoy! Rory kept her gun with her. It was from a strap that was dangling from her neck, as the gun was almost like a handbag, but it wasn't. She was looking left and right. Buildings look like they have been fallen apart. There was broken windows. She realized this place looked familiar. She wondered if maybe this is what this new world looked like. Something destructive. Something terrifying. Something that is unexplainable. At the same time, Rosemary and her sisters were wandering through this place. Rosemary was just doing her usual skip hop as usual, like she always did, even after escaping from the crime scene that they caused. Rosemary then began to sing to herself. Was there something more than I was supposed to be? Then the tension survey shackled to my TV. I've been waiting patiently for somebody to set me free, never realizing somebody is me, or that I was somebody. What if somebody came along with a key and gave us a chance to set ourselves free, then generously pointed in the right direction? She stopped. She suddenly had a vision. Then a slow smile crept upon her face. Sister, I found it. I bet you did, sister, Pansy praised. Yes, sister. At long last. Now the fun can begin. I never seen anyone this brave. Sister, I believe it's time we have a talk with the Type 2 infestations. I bet these fools can take on this boy. Let's see if that catches Barrera's attention. Come. Pansy followed excitedly. The other two young ones followed suit as well. Despite babbling away, they were saying things like, Rosemary managed to come across the monsters and mind-controlled them while sending them over to someone. This boy is known as Yuichiro Hyaguya. I want you to attack him, not kill him. Just attack him. Get Barrera Devlin's attention, but don't you dare say her name in front of him. Do I make myself clear? The monsters complied and off they went. Rosemary watched them go. As she skipped hop away, she felt quite anger towards Barrera. How she was interfering with trying to get Silver to come away. Well, Silver was pretty tough to deal with, since Barrere was being overprotective of Silver, like some sort of child. So many times, Barrere has to be the hero. Well, she would soon be out of place in this game. Rosemary was going to make sure that whoever runs the show, who runs this whole entire area, will face the wrath of Rosemary and the rest of her sisters. Rosemary looked to her left and smiled. The other sisters turned around too. There was a woman, barefooted. Her hair was adorned with flowers, and the woman had a maniacal smile across her face. Rosemary then said, "Yes, we will have our revenge. Sisters, born by blood." Rosemary wasn't surprised that Barrere Devlin came to the scene. She could see the images, the monsters laughing at you as he tried to back away, terrified. The monsters taunted him. "Aw, our little boy had himself in an accident. Let's chop him up into pieces." Just before they could get any closer, Barrere cried out, "Leave him alone! And get out of here now! You're trespassing." "Is that right?" Then you said, "It's okay, I got this." Rosemary couldn't help herself. She hadn't felt this excitement. She let her hands twiddle down to her thighs. Pansy was shocked. "Sister!" "I haven't had this excitement in a long time." "Sister!" Pansy protested. Rosemary didn't listen. Her arms were going up and down. She was fiddling with herself. Pansy was disgusted. Luckily, Ruth and Collie did not notice, as they were just busy in their own imagination. Pansy stamped her foot. Rosemary managed to stop herself and looked over. "Sister, that is very inappropriate. What if anyone sees you?" "Oh, sister, it's just a point of pushing flesh, not pulling flesh." "Sister, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but don't you even know that this kind of stuff would cause you to have rosy, hairy hands?" However, Rosemary had to laugh. "That's just an old wives' tale. There's no such thing as that." "Oh, I don't know. I heard maybe men must have got it. Then again, maybe women did too." "Right." That's when Pansy pulled out the hand sanitizer and forced Rosemary and made her wash her hands. Rosemary glared at her own sister. "You're acting as if I'm committing sin." "This isn't sin, sister. But you don't know the definition of inappropriate. Violating yourself like that. It's disgusting." Rosemary sighed. "Well, excuse me, because somebody used to do that to me. He did it in front of me and he had it out." Pansy got all quiet, but then she managed to say, "I saw it too." "Really? You? Just you and me? Everybody else saw it. We all know he was disgusting. He's the one that taught us this kind of stuff," Rosemary said, crossing her legs and then crossing her arms. She was sitting, but she was floating too while sitting. Pansy was irritated. "Sister, I will not go through with this." we're supposed to not corrupt ourselves. That is what Mother's mother once told her. Well, guess what? We have to corrupt ourselves. Look at us. We're going through what's called coming of age. And sometimes us adolescents have to go through this kind of stuff. It's not like we want to, but it's part of it. The pleasure of it. But it's vile. It's disgusting, sister, Pansy said. You're one to talk. I remember you had some sort of device, maybe? Somewhere in the no. Don't go there, sister. You are such a prude. So, I'm a prude? You think that keeping my thoughts very sacred but can't help but I feel so carnal about it? Oh yeah? Well then, why don't you go find someone to pleasure yourself with? Don't even. I am not going to make a fool of myself doing something like that. Oh really? What about that boy you wanted to impress? He was so beautiful. His skin was like butter, sister. Stop. Let me continue, Rosemary said. What came out of her mouth was so foul. It was so disgusting. She couldn't help herself. And then you wanted to touch him so much. His skin was so beautiful. He was such a fragile boy. And that's when he rejected your request to go to that Valentine's Day dance because he was already screwing with another pretty girl. Oh, she was so pretty, wasn't she? You saw them together in the car. You saw them. He saw you, but he didn't care. That was different. That's when... No. I can't think about that rejection. But I remember how much I loved to hear his screams. That was the best part. But I didn't pleasure myself. No. You actually made him, well, undress, didn't you? And I remembered it vividly. You made him take it all off and you forced yourself upon him. Sister, it was beautiful the way you just removed your dress because you weren't wearing anything else. You weren't even wearing any... Stop. Please stop. However, Rosemary said, it was so wonderful, sister. It was like having your first time. So, don't you dare judge me. I will take care of myself in this matter. So, do me a favor, shut up, and let me handle this myself, okay? Rosemary began to walk. Pansy followed obediently. She managed to get the two little girls to come. As Rosemary was walking, she had a little smile on her face. Well, that was disturbing. Well, thanks so much for listening and watching. See you next time.